The error message, the file iTunes Library.itl cannot be read because it was created by a newer version of iTunes, is a frequent problem faced by users who downgrade iTunes or try to open their library using an older version of the application. This issue arises because the iTunes Library.itl file contains essential data about your music, playlists, and settings, and its compatibility is tied to the version of iTunes. Typically, older versions struggle to read library files made with more recent versions, resulting in this annoying hurdle. 1. Update iTunes to the latest version. Older versions of iTunes might not work well with the library files created by newer versions. This situation typically arises when users overlook updating the app or have turned off automatic updates, especially with the Microsoft Store version of iTunes. Consequently, the library file made by the recent version is no longer accessible to the older app, resulting in this error. Visit the official Apple website or open iTunes. Check for updates using the built-in update feature. Install the latest version of iTunes. 2. Rename or delete the iTunes Library.itl file. To resolve this issue, renaming or deleting the library file prompts iTunes to create a new compatible file. This step is essential when the existing library file is unreadable due to compatibility problems with a previous iTunes version. This solution is particularly useful in scenarios where users accidentally revert to an earlier version or disable updates, causing discrepancies between the library file and the app version. Navigate to your iTunes library folder, usually in Music or My Music. Locate the iTunes Library.itl file. Rename it, e.g. iTunes Library.old, or move it to another folder. Relaunch iTunes to create a new library file. 3. Restore a previous library file. Utilizing a backup library file can help fix issues caused by file corruption or incompatibility. When restoring a backup, make sure it was created with the same or an earlier version of iTunes to prevent potential problems. Using a backup made with an older version of iTunes on a newer version of the software might result in errors or unexpected behavior. Open the previous iTunes Libraries folder within your iTunes Library folder. Copy the most recent backup file, paste it into the main iTunes folder, rename it to iTunes Library.itl. 4. Use the Shift Start method to select a different library. This method allows you to create or select a different library file. Hold down the Shift key, Windows, or Option key, Mac, while launching iTunes. Choose to create a new library or select an older compatible file. Check for locked disk or insufficient permissions. Permission issues may prevent iTunes from accessing the library file. Right-click the iTunes folder and select Properties. Ensure the folder and files are not marked as read-only. Check all files inside the folder that those are not marked as read-only. Adjust permissions to allow full control. The error message, iTunes Library.itl cannot be read, can be quite an annoying hurdle, but by following the suggested solutions above, you can swiftly regain access to your music collection. If you encounter any difficulties, let us know in the comment section. See you in the next video. Till then, take care yourself.